Peace, peace, good people. Welcome to my channel. I am Nuku, the Horned Dakini, coming on to give you guys a reading. So come on in, get comfortable for a few minutes, and see if this message is for you, okay? Newbies, hello. I hope that you choose to subscribe and stay. Okay? Come on over here and enjoy some of my way of giving you intuitive messages, okay? Go back and check videos. It don't matter if it was 2-3 years ago. If it comes down your timeline and you resonate with the title of my reading, or it's your zodiac, or whatever the case may be, watch it, okay? I'm a firm believer that when something finds you and you wasn't looking for it, it's something in it for you, okay? So do what you're supposed to do, okay? If you following tarot readers and you happen to bump into one who gives you a little oomph, right? Watch they stuff. Watch they stuff. I know people be having their faves, right? I get it. But you can have more than one fave. Or you can have them in categories. She's my favorite love reader. She's my favorite spiritual reader. She's my favorite entertaining type of reader, right? So, you know what I'm saying? Check out my past stuff and see, where or what category I fit in. Because I'm trying to be in there with you. Because I want you in here with me, okay? Now, OGs and returnees. I'm finna go to the store. Y'all need something. I love my OGs and my returnees. Okay, my subscribees. I love y'all. And listen to the newly subscribed, because I did get a few of you new subscribers. I saw my numbers jump up just a little bit. So hey, I don't know what made y'all come, but baby, you are welcomed here. Delighted to have you. Okay, delighted to have you. So pull on up, y'all. My last reading was so I hate when people wait till that's why I be putting my phone on do not disturb, but then I forget to take it off do not disturb, and then everybody will start calling me and texting me, and I won't see it for an hour or so later, and I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot to take my phone off do not disturb. Child, I'm not studying people. Okay. My last reading, go check my last reading out. I think it was called Some Shit Happened. Some of y'all may resonate with that. If it has not come down your timeline, go resonate with it, because I picked up on the fact that you may have been in environments and in atmospheres that were not good for you, and you may have encountered somebody who set you up, or who did some stuff, some old treacherous stuff, and blamed you for it. You need to watch it and place the energy where it belongs, if it belongs. Okay, so yeah, go see what that's talking about. Thank you, sweet spirit, for using me as a trusted and true vessel to bring about a message for the collective that will soon be here to view this reading. Show me clearly. Show me clearly. The Queen of Ocean. That is the Empress card in this particular deck. Okay. That's representative of Taurus. The Knight of Pentacles, that's representative of Virgo, and the Empress card is also representative of Libra. So I could be speaking to Libra or Taurus people. Doesn't matter where you have it in your chart. If you resonate with Libra energy, if you resonate with Tauran energy, this could be your message, okay? Knight of Pentacles, again, is representative of Virgo energy. So I could be talking to somebody who you're just now starting to see your harvest, something that you put in place in past seasons of your life. You thought you were not going to see any fruition come from it. You thought that you maybe hadn't done enough. Maybe you didn't know that even those little things that you were doing was, you know, adding to it and adding to it. And now you're starting to see fruition, because Knight of Pentacles is about being loyal to the game. It's about not rushing the process, but trusting the process, right? I've said it in past readings with the Knight of Pentacles that that is a card of slow and steady wins the race. So I'm talking to someone who, you're not a hothead. So I don't think I'm talking to you Aries people, and I ain't talking to you Sagittarius people. Or if you got a lot of Sagittarius and or Aries in you, I probably ain't talking to y'all, because y'all shoot off, pew, and then try to start some shit, try to do some shit, and it may or it may not work out, but it could have worked out guaranteed had you taken the time to write it out, right? So if you're here and you're Aries or Sag, this still could be a resourceful message for you. The reason I didn't add Leo is because out of the three, Leos are the most attentive to situations. So out of the three of you, they would be the ones that would take the time out to plan something out, to study it, to observe it, to use some discernment and some insight on how they want to unfold said thing. Where Sag would just say, I want that, pull that arrow back and shoot at it, may hit it, may not, may hit close around it, may completely miss it. Aries is just going to go for the gusto and knock everything down in the process of trying to get it. Leo is going to chill and make a plan. Okay, so this is not just for fire signs, but if you are a fire sign and you're here, take note. Okay, but again, I'm talking to somebody who, you journaled, you wrote stuff down, you did your vision boards, you put things in place so you could, it's like I hear you tracked your work, or you tracked something because you wanted to see the progress. You tracked the progress. I say you was tracking the progress, and I think maybe it wasn't coming as fast as you wanted it, but you still stayed the course, and you still trusted the process. You still stayed the course and you trusted the process. And now, boiling. Like something has taken place here recently. Some type of windfall has taken place. You have experienced being able to eat of the fruit of your labor. Okay. And it might have not, everything that you did might have not been a labor of love either. It might not have been something that you wanted to do. It might not have been something that was fun and magical and you enjoyed it. You might have had to put in some blood, sweat, and tears in certain seasons. Okay, like I'm hearing that some of y'all had to go on and work them 80 hours just so you could put all that money toward owning your own business. And now you ain't got to work. You working them hours, but you're not working for the man. You working for you, right? So it was sacrifices. It was sacrifices. The Five of Pentacles. This, normally this card is a card of guilt and regret and shame around loss, around a poverty mindset, around a very sometimes it's about being so grief stricken about losing something, not necessarily someone, but something, that you forget that you got the power to get it all back or to get something new. It's like staying in your head space too long in the energy of whatever you lost, not being able to compute and create new ways to either get it back or to get something better than what it was, right? But that's not what I'm sensing with this card here. what I feel like is about to happen is you are about to abandon people, places, things, patterns, mindsets, and they're going to experience losing you. They're about to experience losing you, not having access to you, not having the, because I saw the word frequent. It's like they're not, maybe they frequently borrowed things from you, borrowed money from you, used you. Can I spend the night over there? Can I use your car? Can I borrow some money? You know, can you? But there's a reason why you are getting ready to cut them off, or you already have cut them off. They don't have access to you. So I feel like they may try to play on your emotions. I don't know. We're going to put some more cards because I feel like they're going to treat you like you're abandoning them. And you are, but not in the sense that they're going to try to play on your emotions, because you're cutting their access. You're cutting them off from their source. Because see, you were their source. Whatever it is that they needed from you that you offered, that was their source. So now that you're about to cut them off, they don't know where they're going to get this source from. So instead of them standing up and being responsible, mature, I could be talking to some of y'all who you about to do this to your grown children too, okay? So place the energy where it belongs, if it belongs. But yeah, they're going to play on your emotions and tell you that you're abandoning them, okay? But it's something, this is a part of something that I don't think that you're just going to up and do this. I think this is something that you have been saying you were going to do once things got in place, okay? Once things started unfolding and you started to see some of the bread, right, that you was baking, some of the fruits, some of the seeds, some of the fruits that you were planting. So you're not going to just up and do this. Again, you've been planning all along who you finna cut off, what you finna cut off, what you're no longer doing, who will get this much time, who will still get a lot of time, who won't get no time at all. So you've been planning this, right? You've been planning this, and now is the time. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing. Now is the time. So let me give me some, I am going to clarify, because I want to see, I want more understanding on this Five of Pentacles, this abandonment, because somebody's, it doesn't feel like it's just one person. It feels like it's at least two, okay? Somebody's have been dependent on you for a long time. And the dependency is exactly what it is. It's just been a dependency. They've been codependent upon you, not because they're disabled, not because they are incompetent, just because you made them comfortable to be able to do that. So I just want to get a little more understanding on this Five of Pentacles. Show me more and show me clearly. Understanding. Five of Pentacles. Thank you. Unity. That's the Hierophant in this deck. So your person could be a Taurus. Your person could be the lower level Taurus. You know, a lot of times when you see them Taurus readings or those Taurus horoscopes, or when they're describing a Taurus and they say that Tauruses are lazy, they say that Tauruses are stubborn, that's a lower level Taurus. That's a baby Taurus. That's a Taurus who hasn't tapped in, right? That's a Taurus that's not connected. And I'm a Taurus, so I see what would make a astrologist or somebody who is trying to explain zodiacal knowledge to someone about the different signs. I can see why they would say that about Tauruses. But a elevated Taurus is a jewel, is a resource all within themselves. So they're not going to too much be codependent. They're not going to be codependent. A baby Taurus will. right? A baby Taurus will, because a baby Taurus doesn't know its own strength. So this could be talking about actual Tauruses, lower level, immature Tauruses in your life, or this could be speaking about your children too. Okay, now it could also be speaking about your spouse. They don't even have to be a Taurus. They could be someone that just has depended on you, whether it be your knowledge, your body, your source, you speaking up for them, you protecting them, you feeding them. You are their source, and then fill in the blank on what they get from you, right? It is someone close. It is someone close. This is not you just cutting off the little few friends. I think that'll be easy for you to do that. I believe the reason why you had to plan it is because you do love these people, this person or those people. So it's not easy just to cut people off that you do love, but you do know that you have created you created a monster in them, so to speak. You've created, you've created some comfortable, complacent energy within these people. Because again, they may be your children, but they're not children. These are grown children if they are your children. Or these are people that you have just been caretakers for. Or it is a husband. Now, I'm getting a specific sign, so bear with me. I am getting Pisces sons. Pisces sons, those of you with Pisces sons, this could be relevant for those of you who have Pisces sons or Pisces men, period. Pisces males, you're making adjustments and plans because you know that you are about to cut these people or that person off. And maybe you're not getting ready to cut them completely off from everything. Maybe you're just making up your mind on what you are and what you are not going to continue to do. Okay, show me more and show me clearly. If you're resonating with the message, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. I would appreciate it. Spirit said no more for that. Okay, so I don't need to clarify it anymore, but it did give me, that's what I wanted. I wanted clarity on who these people or who that person could have been. So again, it could be an honorable mention to Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio person too, or maybe you are a Scorpio who's watching this. But place that Scorpio Taurus energy where it belongs. Show me more, show me clearly. No, I'm not going to take those. Ace of Pentacles. I'm sorry, I had it upside down. I'm not reading reversals, y'all. Ace of Pentacles. There's your money. There's whatever you touch turns to gold. Whatever you touch, you give it value because you are the Empress energy, okay? And one thing about that Empress energy, once an Empress sets their mind to create, once an Empress sets her mind to start anew, to bring in new beginnings, to call, because an Empress has a powerful voice. So a lot of the good things that comes into a Empress life comes by way of what she says, right? And I'm saying she because the Empress is gender specific. The Empress is the feminine energy and the Emperor is the masculine, okay? Now, that doesn't mean that if you are a man here that you still couldn't resonate, because keep in mind, we are all masculine and feminine energy embodied, okay? So, If you are a male here, you may just be in a season of your life where you are manifesting some wonderful things because you are creating and things are working out in your favor. And, you know, you've mastered a lot of things, right? And you are emotionally in alignment with yourself. You are mentally in alignment with yourself. Your creativity is immense. You are a creative force. You have a certain level of material force because you're just calling in things for yourself, right? So the Ace of Pentacles is a grand and beautiful indication of what I just said, because that's you being given the opportunity to have this abundance, to have this prosperity, to have this material force. That's all the Ace of Pentacles is about, material force. Okay, so I shade to the money gods. Oh, another card turned over. Two of Pentacles. So a lot of pentacles out here, huh? But I say to the money gods, clock it, because they here, and they are back in my message, right? So let's talk about a few of the money goddesses. So we're talking about Lakshmi. Lakshmi is a hell of a money goddess. She is a Hindu goddess. If you don't know anything about Lakshmi, 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 read up on her. Okay. Oshun is a money goddess. Really all the goddesses are money goddess. If they choose to work with you and you approach them, you know, respectively, all of them can bring you wealth. Now the difference between some of them is some of them want you to offer them some things. Some of them want you to offer it on a regular basis. Some of them want you to offer it, you know, as they give it to you. Okay. Honorable mention Saint Expedite. Okay, that is a money god. Okay, or a money saint, I would like to say, because I was told through some readings that he doesn't like to be called a god. He does like to be called who and what he was, which was a saint. Okay, so Saint Expedite, really good money god to work with. But some of y'all may have worked with some type of money deity. Some of y'all may have just put boots to the ground and did the work, right? And that may be in relation to what I said earlier, that some of y'all did a lot of sacrificing and worked overtime, worked 2-3 jobs, worked 8 hours a week. You didn't get to spend no time with your family. You know, you didn't get to do anything because you was hustling just so you could have this freedom, this financial freedom, this prosperity. You know, you made some decisions that wasn't easy, right? Because not being able to spend time with your children or your man, your wife, your dogs, your mama, your daddy, your family, or yourself, that is a hell of a sacrifice when you hustling. And again, I picked up on maybe some of you did not see the fruits, so you initially thought that you were doing all this for nothing. Like, where's the fruit? It has arrived. It has arrived. Drop me some. My cash app over there in the about section. Hit that cash app tip jar. Cause I'm talking to somebody who got money. I'm talking to somebody who done. Yeah, I ain't talking about little money. I ain't talking about a little $2-3 raise. I'm talking about money. Money has flown into your existence, and it wasn't easy, but you got double for your trouble. Some type of prosperity has arrived, but it did not come by way of this effortless, oh, I just manifest money flows to me because I'm a magnet. No. You put in work, and the work rewarded you. Hold on, I'm getting a download. Hold on. Because I'm seeing the word flux. What does flux mean? Like a oh, okay, Spirit, Ashe. Come on, drop that transmission. Because it's not a lump sum, it's continuous. It's like a stream of income. I get some of the best messages right after I shave my head, ball. That crown be crowning, baby. It's a stream. It's multiple streams of income. So you got several little businesses you started. or just several little ways that you're not little, several ways that you're making money, and they're going to be plentiful. They're paying out on top of, you know, all the work and stuff that you've done. Like everything that you've done to call in prosperity, it's like it's gonna all hit at once and create multiple streams and windfalls. Man, if you don't hit that tip jar, if this is yours, tip me. I need to buy me some more coffee cups. In the beginning, I had a few people that would send me little tips, and I would let them stack up and buy little coffee mugs. I think I was able to buy like me 3 or 4 at a time, you know. Y'all send me some tips, I can give me some, because I love coffee. I don't really do early morning readings anymore, but when I used to, I would always have my little coffee mugs up here, and I would show my coffee. I bought me a Maleficent coffee mug. For those of y'all didn't know, I love me some Maleficent. I bought a straw. It's in the shape of a strawberry coffee mug. What was the other one? Maleficent. I think it was a Halloween one. Okay, show me more. Oh, this Two of Pentacles. Now, here is where something is getting ready to test your ability to balance something, okay? So I don't know if maybe Spirit is guiding you to fall back a little bit and have fun, and now you can juggle this prosperity. Or maybe now you got your money together, so you ain't got no excuse to focus on your spiritual life a little bit. Or now your money's right, so you ain't got no excuse on why you not, you know, taking the husband out on dates, taking the wife on dates, taking the girlfriend, boyfriend on dates. You ain't got no excuse to not work out. You ain't got, like, whatever it is you've been putting on the back burner because you was hustling, you was in hustle mode, ain't no excuse for that no more. So you got to know how to balance this bountifulness that has been bestowed upon you now, okay? Show me more and show me clearly. I'll show. The Knight of Wands. Yep. This is how I know that many of you have, you did more than just, and I got two more cards that I'm going to look at in just a second. But this Knight of Wands is how I know I'm talking to someone who may have done some, you may have done some spells and magic, okay? And that don't necessarily mean, you know what I'm saying, you had a big old bonfire and you was outside, oh, you know, like that. Now, if you did big ritual magic to call in this abundance, then what's up? But what I do know is somebody did something very intentional, very deliberate. You put, as I mentioned earlier, you put pen to paper. You did some action. You got serious. You made the vision board and you stuck to it, because I'm getting the vision that maybe you did a 6-month or a 9-month or a 12-month vision board, and you kept up with what you told yourself you was going to do each month to get the ball rolling, okay? So you did some stuff and it worked, okay? Now, for those of you who worked with the money gods, money goddesses, maybe you was bringing them offerings. Okay, for those of you who worked with Oshun, you went to the lake. You dropped off them bananas and them apples and them oranges and that pumpkin and them lemons and that honey. And you stayed there and you gave her flowers. And in return, she gave you ideas and she created opportunities. Some of y'all may have worked with Ganesha, because that's another good money deity. He doesn't necessarily bring money. He creates opportunities. He opens gates. He's a gate opener. He's a blockbuster. So if you had things in your way, and I may be teaching y'all something new. Look these deities up that I'm speaking on if you are interested in working with the deities and you've maybe often wondered where, you know, where to go get information about them because you don't even know where to start. Well, I just named a few, okay? And these are not malevolent entities or energies. These are benevolent, meaning that they are of the light, right? And if you want some dark ones, I can give you them too, but you know, enter at your own risk with them dark ones, right? But yeah, Ganesha is a really good one. He opens the ways for you, okay? So some of you all may have just called in space, time, and opportunity so you could unfold an idea. Some of y'all called in and called out to just if I just had the chance, okay? And the chance came, right? So kudos to you. Now, we also have the Emperor. I love this. I love when the divine masculine and the divine feminine both come out in the readings because I love balance. Now, I ain't got a lick of Libra in my upper six, but because I am a Taurus, I'm balanced with Libra when it comes to us sharing, Mama Venus, right? But the Empress and the Emperor are here. So earlier I had said, I don't play about that Empress. She is who she is. So I don't mix that energy. I give her her flowers all by herself. But I did do an honorable mention to the Emperor because I wanted the men who were here to know that you can channel that energy as well if you are tapping into your feminine side. But Spirit said, no, I don't want them to lean too much into their feminine side if they don't want to. I want to be able to bless that masculine side. I want to be able to bless these men that are here that are very masculine. But here you go. You are here. So this is Aries energy, honorable mention to Libra. Okay, so Taurus, Scorpio in the building. Aries, Libra in the building. Okay. In multiple ways, I see these energies, right? These zodiacal energies. But I've been speaking about somebody did something and you were very intentional, you were very orderly with it, and that's what the Emperor talks about. The Emperor is someone who comes into their own life, right? You step up and you start standing on business, and you bring order to some chaos, and maybe not the kind of chaos that's destructive, but you brought some type of order to a idea or order to an opportunity that brought about. Somebody just got serious. You brought some order to something that brought about a change, because maybe you had been playing, or maybe you had not been taking it as serious, or maybe you had not been devoted to it, right? You hadn't really been on a regimen and routine with it. But I'm talking to somebody, man and woman, where you decided, I got to get my mind right. I got to get my heart right. I got to tap back into my creative energy. I got to get back in leadership of me. So I could be talking to some of you. Maybe you lost yourself in a relationship, right? You lost yourself, and it happens, men and women. Maybe you lost yourself in a relationship. And when you did that, a lot of times people put what they like to do or what they're working on the back burner. And you did that to tend to this relationship. Your mate could also be that person who has been sticking around with their hand out, not helping you, not motivating you, not supporting you, not being attentive when you want to talk about it. So place this energy where it belongs. Not everybody has a unsupportive partner, but I do believe I'm talking to some of you where that's who you about to cut off. But you just, you had to keep your mind to the grind, so you didn't have an opportunity. You didn't want to waste your energy. Like, once you got your mind right and you said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to get my shit together because I need my money on. I need my pentacles. I need that wheel of fortune to spin, turn. So you was like, when I get this situated, soon as I get on my feet, I'm knocking him or her off of her feet. I'm knocking them out of the way. So I think you're comfortable, you're fulfilled enough in that area of your life where now you can be like, look, let me talk to you right quick. And you're gonna probably break up. I see breakup, I see divorce, or maybe just real strict boundaries. That's probably gonna make them want to leave because they're not gonna be able to access you. And that's for anybody, husband, wife, children, friends, whoever been mooching and been unsupportive. If you're not going to just cut them off, I think you're going to set up boundaries that's going to make them cut themselves off. And that might be exactly what you were doing anyway. Like, sometimes you can give people the rope and let them hang themselves, okay? Now, the two cards that came out are going to be the last two, Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Just beautiful cards that goes right in alignment with everything that's already down here. The Four of Wands, new direction, a new compass. Your compass has been reset. I see new house for people. I see new relationship, new partnership. Somebody that has the same go-getter mentality is you. So for those of you who are single, maybe you've just been focusing on getting your money. You ain't been focused on a relationship. You've been focused on getting these multiple streams of income going, right? Now that you got that going, I think you've opened up your heart space. Because remember I said earlier, the Empress and the Emperor both have worked on themselves, mind, body, and spirit, right? So now that you got your money right, you can kind of open your heart space and allow the frequencies to help you meet your match, right? And that's another reason why the Empress and the Emperor are here. You're about to meet somebody who they match you. Okay, y'all might be the next little power couple in your little city piece, right? And you might be the little local, you know what I'm saying, king and queen of your city. Even though I do feel like I'm talking to people that like to be low-key, you don't want everybody in your business, I do feel like I'm talking to those of you who, you know what I'm saying, y'all gonna step out and flex, but not too much, because, you know, new levels bring new devils, and it's real easy to gain haters and stuff and not know, you know, who to watch when you do too much, right? So, but then again, I could be talking to a real nice little Leo couples, because Leo Aquarius couples like to show off and show out real big. So do Sag. So place this energy where it belongs, if it belongs. For those of you who this is pertaining to, you now opening up your heart space and allowing your equal to meet you, right? The Nine of Pentacles, which is the other card that came out with the Four of Wands, is about attainment. The last two cards, the Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, it's literally everything that I have said merged into two cards. Just a new beginning, and it's not necessarily a new beginning. It's a new beginning because everything that you've worked on and been moving toward has brought you to this point, and this point is fruitful. This point is plentiful. This point is masterful. So it's seemingly a new beginning, but you've just been working, and you've just finally got to the point where it's all, you know, looking good. It's all good. It's all gravy, right? Cake mix. Okay, you about to make a cake. Do I want to pull? Let me say this. Here's a warning. And it's really a warning. It's a warning for some, but it's more of an inspiration. Warning for those of you who don't do this, inspiration for those of you who already do it. So it'll be just a reminder. Whatever you do, please show gratitude to yourself for your diligence, okay? But to source energy. And if there were or are people that have assisted you with this, gratitude. Show them gratitude. But mainly to the universe. Mainly to the universe. Just never stop showing love to the unseen. Because the unseen is really just the highest, most enlightened, most enchanting, most divine, most conscious, most aware version of you. That's all the unseen is. All of these different versions that are higher than the you are in this reality. That's all God is anyway. The highest, most almighty versions of ourselves. So show gratitude. Show gratitude. And then if you worked with angels and deities and ancestors, okay, religious gods, whoever, whatever, if you know you work with that kind of stuff, make sure gratitude. And God forbid, if you worked with any deities that require offerings, give them their shit. For you end up like finesse. Okay? Bread, no butter. Cereal, no milk. Okay? For them deities will take stuff away if you don't give them their flowers. I work with Saint Expedite. Every time I've ever petitioned Saint Expedite has come through and did exactly what I asked. And what do? What he asked. He likes public acknowledgement. He wants his red flowers. He wants new water. He wants his cake. Okay? He wants it set up. He wants, listen, it's thing, you got to learn these deities if you're going to work with them. Okay? And it ain't no different than working with your ancestors. Okay, when you get some money, don't you? I don't know about y'all. I got several altars in my home because I work with several deities. Okay, and then after this, I'm gonna get off here. But yeah, I make sure that my ancestor altars, fresh water, whatever they little snacks was. My grandmama loved Coca-Cola and cheese curls and red lipstick, so she got a little tube of lipstick, her cheese curls. I changed it, traded out a little bag of cheese curls. My daddy, listen, he keeps a fresh bottle of Paul Masson. My daddy loved Paul, okay? If I go somewhere and see a shot glass, I'm getting it for him, which he had thousands of them. But if I see one that resonates, I get it. Because I know that's him saying, ooh, baby girl, give me that, give me that, give me that. Okay, he loved cashews. I'm gonna keep him a fresh little bag of cashews. Okay, so whoever you worked with, if you in that part of the occult, if you are in that part of your spirituality, just make sure you give your deities their flowers. Show them gratitude for the protection, for the assistance, for the guidance, and for the love that they have for you, okay? All right, good people. This is where I'm going to wrap it up. If this was relative and resourceful for you, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, I'll be back soon. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.